All right, so MrBeast. Everybody's talking about him, right? But we're not here to just gawk at the crazy money he throws around.
Right.
We want to go deeper. You guys asked for a deep dive on the how, the why, the strategies behind this whole empire he's built.
And that's what makes him such a fascinating case study, right? Because on the surface, you see the wild challenges, the cash giveaways.
Yeah.
But underneath, there's this really smart combination of old school entertainment know-how, like he studied the greats, and then these very, very modern online tactics. It's a blend you don't see often.
So where do we even start unpacking this? Is it the money? The challenges?
I mean, it's tempting to go straight for the cash,
Sure.
right? Because the guy makes it rain like nobody's business.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think the foundation, the thing that really sucks people in is the content itself. It's unique.
You mean like the outrageous challenge aspect, the last to leave this circle wins $100,000 kind of thing?
Exactly. It's like he's tapped into this primal part of our brains, the part that loves competition, spectacle, like back in the Roman Colosseum days.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Swap the lions out for a lifetime supply of pizza, and boom, you've got MrBeast.
And it's not even just the challenge itself. It's the sheer scale. Like, he's not giving away $100. He's giving away cars, houses.
And that's where the next layer of strategy comes in. Because that generosity, it's not just for show, it's calculated. He's created this feedback loop.
Okay.
Outrageous stunts, they get views. Views equal ad revenue, big time.
Yeah.
And that revenue, it fuels more giving, which in turn gets more views. It's kind of brilliant.
It's like he's made being generous go viral.
Exactly.
But let's be real, none of it would work if the videos were garbage. He's gone way past iPhone in the backyard production, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's got professional grade everything now. Crews, equipment, the whole 9 yards, and it shows.
Oh, yeah.
That level of polish, the editing, the effects, it signals something to the viewer.
What do you mean?
It says, this is worth your time. Like, subconsciously, people equate high production value with quality content. You're going to stick around if it looks and sounds amazing.
It's like first impressions matter.
Big time. And MrBeast knows that grabbing attention and keeping it, that's the whole game online.
And speaking of attention, we got to talk about how he engages with his audience, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just putting content out there into the void.
Right, right. And this is where a lot of creators, they miss the mark. They put the video up and then got silence.
Yeah.
But MrBeast, he gets it. Polls, Q&As, responding to comments, he makes people feel heard.
I mean, I know he's got a team, but still.
Of course, but it's the principle. He's turned passive viewers into active participants. That changes everything.
Because when you feel like you're part of something, you're more likely to stick around.
Exactly. It's the MrBeast universe, and everyone's invited. And that actually leads us to another key ingredient here, collaborations.
Yeah, he's always got some new team up going on. Like, you see him with other big YouTubers. Yeah, but then it's celebrities, athletes, people you'd never expect.
And that's smart for a couple reasons. First off, think of the audience crossover. Those collaborators, they bring their own fans in. Like,
Yeah.
It's not just MrBeast's usual crowd seeing him anymore.
It's like cross-promotion, but on a whole other level.
Exactly.
Right.
And it keeps things interesting, right? You never know who's going to show up next, so you got to tune in and see. Keeps people hooked.
And let's not forget just the whole buzz factor. MrBeast announces he's doing something with, like, I don't know, a huge pop star. The internet freaks out.
Built-in publicity, for sure. And all of that, it plays right into his strategy for going viral, which, let's face it, the guy's got it down to a science.
So give us the goods. What's the secret sauce? Because he can't just be those clickbaity titles and thumbnails,
Yeah,
right?
I think he's definitely mastered that part. I mean, you see a MrBeast thumbnail, you're going to at least consider clicking.
True.
But there's more to it than just that initial grab, He seems
Yeah.
to understand what people actually want to see, what makes them curious.
So it's like psychology mixed with knowing how the whole YouTube algorithm works.
Exactly. It's calculated, but it's also based on a real understanding of human nature.
Okay, that's fascinating. But then the question becomes, can someone with a way smaller platform who's not, like, giving away Lambos every week, can they use this stuff too?
Absolutely. That's the thing. You don't need a MrBeast budget to learn from what he's doing.
So, like, let's say someone's just starting out. They're passionate about, I don't know, underwater basket weaving.
Okay, I like it.
What's their first move?
You find your niche. What's the you part of underwater basket weaving? Nobody else can do it like that.
So figure out your unique angle, your perspective.
Yeah, and it has to be genuine. You
Yeah.
know, what could you talk about for hours? No problem. That's your starting point.
And then, of course, even if it's underwater basket weaving, it can't look like trash. Production matters.
100%. Now, you don't need a fancy studio, but good lighting, good sound, those things go a long way.
It shows you care.
Exactly. And then beyond just the look of it, there's consistency. Can you show up regularly and deliver daily, weekly, whatever works, but stick to it?
Because that builds anticipation, right?
Yeah.
Like your favorite show, you know when it's coming.
Yep. Consistency tells your audience, I'm here, I'm invested. That matters more than people realize.
It's like you could have the most amazing underwater basket weaving videos ever.
Yeah.
But if nobody knows you exist...
You're just weaving for yourself at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you bridge that gap? It's the engagement piece.
100%. That's where the magic really happens, when you go from talking at your audience to talking with them.
And this is something else MrBeast nails.
Yeah.
It's not just broadcasting. It's like...
It's a dialogue.
Yes. He's part of the conversation.
He's built a relationship, which, let's be real, that takes effort. Responding to those comments, actually taking in the feedback,
Yeah.
that makes all the difference. People feel seen, heard, like they're part of the MrBeast world.
And that's got to be worth more than any advertising deal, right? A truly loyal audience.
Way more. And it makes you think, with MrBeast, it's not just the money or the fame driving him. There's this other element.
You mean like the whole giving back aspect?
Exactly, the philanthropy. Which honestly is kind of refreshing to see.
It's true. I mean, whether it's those big charity streams or just random acts of kindness.
It makes you feel good. And he's found a way to make it entertaining, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, can this last? Like, how long can he keep upping the ante? At some point, don't you run out of cars to give away?
Right. It's like, is MrBeast a trend, or is this some new model for online success that we've never seen before?
It's the big question.
Yeah.
And one for all of us to think about, really. Because the rules are always changing online.
Always.
So, as we wrap up our little MrBeast deep dive here, there's a lot to take away, right? He's innovative, knows how to play the algorithm.
But it's more than that.
Exactly. It's the community he's built. And that comes from authenticity, engagement, actually delivering value to your audience.
Not just empty views and hype.
For sure. Though, a little MrBeast magic sprinkle doesn't hurt either.
Never hurts.
So what about you guys listening? What stood out to you? Hit us up on social media. Let's keep this conversation going. And until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.